Hey there, StarCraft fans! It's Falcon Paladin coming at ya with yet another edition of StarCraft 2 Legacy of the Void. Today for your Sunday, it's going to be Trap versus Serral on 2000 Atmospheres. Top right, it is Trap. Bottom left, it's going to be Serral. Alright, man, so two excellent players in a PvZ from Pig, from his Pigfest replays from back in November. If you don't know who Pig is, I'll put a link to his Twitch stream and his YouTube channel in the description. And if you do visit him, please leave a comment saying thank you for the replay. Found it on, Falcon's channel. And if you want, you can subscribe to him over there as well. Alright, so hatch blocking. Here is Trap. Serral says, alright, man, whatever. I'm used to it. Everything is super cool. DreamHack Last Chance is coming up. And after that, Katowice, the de facto world championship for StarCraft 2 now. So, let's see here. January 11th is when DreamHack Last Chance is going to start. Let's pull up the calendar. Yes. So that is 2 days from the time I'll post this. And February is for Katowice. Alright, excellent. Man, I love StarCraft 2. I love Brood War as well. And I don't know. I just like StarCraft. If you've been watching me for a while, you know that's the case. Gateway expand here from Trap. Hatch gas pool here from Serral. Alright, what are we doing here? Is anything crazy happening on this map? No, absolutely not. I mean, really, they're playing this as by the book as you can possibly get here. I do want to gush about Arcane for a minute. Oh, man. So one of my Discord members in the Discord server that I have, that I'm in all the time, by the way, if you want to drop in and join it, good way to get my attention is joining the Discord server, but he was like, hey, Arcane's good. And this wasn't until, like, December 23rd. It had been out since November, like, late November. Like, it's really good. And I was like, all right, I trust this person's opinion. I got to put it on my list. And I did. And I didn't watch it, and I didn't watch it. And then finally, I was like, all right, you know what? We're going to sit down and we're going to watch this thing. It's okay, here's the thing. Here's my favorite part of this whole thing is that it's a League of Legends Netflix show. The odds that a League of Legends Netflix show are the best thing I've watched in several years of media consumption are astronomically low. But it is one of the greatest things, if not the best thing I've watched in the last 4 or 5 years of media consumption. I can't think of anything that compares. I can't think of anything that I would call a masterpiece, like I'm calling this a masterpiece. So, without spoiling anything, I will tell you that the crew behind this, the team behind this, about 300 very talented people, I believe they're called Pastiche in France. They spent 6 years of their lives making 9 40-minute episodes of a Netflix show about League of Legends, all right? I just have to imagine Riot Gaming was like, yo, Pastiche, we're going to give you $1 billion, probably not that much, but a lot of money. We're going to give you as much time as you need. Make something that's awesome, please. And they took 6 years and they delivered, and it is truly awesome. The animation is maybe the best thing I've ever seen in animation in my entire life, and I like animation. I watch a lot of great animation. It kind of reminds me of just the level of care that was put into the Spider-Verse. That came out a couple years ago, if you watched that one. Really good, too. I mean, that's a great one as well. But, like, just everything about Arcane is so good. The world build, the character development, the character progression, the psychological concepts they're exploring, the action. Oh my gosh, the action. There are fight scenes that like, you just want to watch again and again and again, and it doesn't have to be this good. It really didn't have to be this good. People's expectations were low. They were like, League of Legends Netflix show, huh? Cool. I guess I'll watch it. And if it had been good, like C or like C+, B-, it would be like, hey, check this out. League of Legends show. It's good. Good for them. It would have gotten a lot of buzz, a lot of attention. It would have been successful, right? But instead, they turned it into this absolute monumental work of love and devotion these people had to what they were working on. You know, blowing me up. Okay, I'm gonna stop talking about it because StarCraft is happening now, but wow. So this Oracle's name is Rogue. You like flying things? Yes. Okay, here you go. And traps Rogue in a magic steel cage. So apparently we put Rogue in an Oracle. That sucks for him. He's probably gonna die. Multiple Void Rays coming in from Trap. This is what we expect from him. It helps you defend your third base. You can harass with the Void Rays a little bit. There's nothing the Zerg has at this stage of the game that can catch Void Rays because they're fast and they have good acceleration. So yeah, Void Ray opening's good. Ooh, Serral. That's a pretty fast 4. Close to 6 minutes. We're going to allow it. Adepts coming in for Shaden Scouting Harat. Oh, finishes the Shade. Oh, not a great idea. So you're going to get maybe... Ooh, that's a great position for an Adept, though. Sick positioning, man. He does end up getting... Okay, 4 drones down for 2 Adepts. Could be worse. Could be worse. Queen's just constantly being produced here from Serral because he knows about the Void Ray threat. And yeah, we're just going right into Sky Toss. Trap's like, you know what we're doing? Just right into Sky Toss. All right. Cool. All right. Creep spread. Pushing. Trying to see what it can do. Oh, and a Robotics Bay. I like that. I like a Robotics Bay and a Fleet Beacon. Out of Trap. 4th base is Naked Expanding, but guess what? You've got... Actually, is there anything in the neighborhood to defend this? If a bunch of Lings just wandered over and killed it? I guess these Void Rays are here. And the Oracle's here, too. And there's some Zealots coming down. All right. Trap's not risking everything. Making a Spire, because he saw... Did he see the Fleet Beacon, or did he just sniff it out? He doesn't know that it's there, but he knows that the Void Ray count is high enough. And there hasn't been really much aggression from ground units that... Okay, it's going to be good. Going to be good to have a Spire. And there we go. Carrier production beginning at 7 minutes and 4 bases-ish for the Protoss. And look at this Overseer. He's got speed. And the Void Ray's like, nah. You don't get in here. Okay, yeah, Disruptors. I like it. Disruptors added into the mix here to try to deal with the ground units that Serral is going to have here. I don't want to spend the whole cast gushing about Arcane, but oh, I really can't stop thinking about it. Like, I'm distracted at how good it is. Okay, I'm going to say one more thing that is a hugely important aspect of this show. The facial animation in this animation is mind-boggling. It's not using mocap. They did not put ping pong balls on people's faces and say, okay, now do happy, now do sad, now do conflicted, right? This is animated with computers. It's a combination of 2D and 3D animation for the whole show. But people painstakingly animated every frame of somebody going through 4 emotions in 3 seconds. And they did it constantly. It's crazy. You will feel things if you watch this. If you're a heartless old man like me and nothing makes you feel anything anymore, watch this show. All right? All right. Okay, Trap. Got his Void Rays, got his Carriers, got his Disruptors on the ground. Let's see what Serral has to deal with this. The answer is going to be Viper, Infestor, a lot of Queens. Oh, Microbial Shroud. All right, there we go. That's what we're here for. Oh, Purification Nova's not really connecting all that well. Did abduct, a couple Disruptors into there. Stasis catches some roaches and then try to jump on top of this. The Queen's eating Interceptors pretty darn well. Microbial Shroud reducing the damage taken by air attacks by 50%, but guess what? It's gone now. And Trap is sitting here continuing to just try to murder as much as he can. Stasis triggered by a single link. Beautiful, brilliant job there by Serral. Zerglings chasing the Stalkers down, and the Interceptor count is low. It's 3. So the Carriers are like, well, we're not doing much. Let's get out of here. Oh, that was an incredible hold from Serral. Those queens, man. Pretty good unit, queens. 7 kills. I mean, these guys aren't killing disruptors, right? 7 kills, 2 kills. These are killing interceptors. Interceptors killed today is 29. We're already back up to 12 because they build pretty quickly. Because obviously, without them, the carrier is useless. It's not really fair to have them float around and be entirely useless for that long. All right, Corruptor's in. He's like, okay, we're committing to a certain extent to carriers. Not really, though. He made those first 3, and that's really it. He's making more Void Rays now, which queens are amazing. They trade so well against Void Rays. The larger advantage that Void Rays have is they can stack, and queens can't, so you have ones in the back that can't really hit the Void Rays that are stacked up right here. But that's what you have Parasitic Bomb for. Ooh, and some Broodlords, too. Parasitic Bomb throwing down a Parasitic Bomb. Did I call them Parasitic Bombs? Vipers throwing down Parasitic Bombs on the Void Rays is a very good thing. Dead impressive. Trap taking a 5th base up top. Serral's got his own 6th, popping at the 6 o'clock base. Wait, 5th. At the 6 o'clock base. Oh, he should probably take another one. He's just kind of keeping pace with Trap at the moment. Ling run by. Ling Roach thing attempted. Runs right into the Void Rays. Maybe we'll go. Ooh, that's a good place to go. If you can sneak all the way to that 12 o'clock with those Lings now. Well, all right. Cannons are finishing, and there's shield batteries here, so you probably need the Roaches too. Maybe some Ravagers would be nice. Yeah, I like it. Sneaking over. And, shuttling over the Disruptors to deal with a Roach Ling attack on that base. Beautifully done by Le Trap. Another base maybe attempted from Serral. He's got Burrow Research, which is always very, very fun. Storm on the way from Trap, getting a Mothership too. And this is shaping up to a pretty darn good PvZ for your Sunday. Yeah, if you guys ever have any particular matches, like if you're watching DreamHack Masters Last Chance, right? And there's a match that just knocks your socks off. And maybe it's in the group stages. Maybe it's not even something in the playoff. Let me know. Like, tell me, like, Falcon, you should cast this when the replay pack comes out. And I'll put it on a list and I'll cast it, all right? I'll do that for you. If you want me to. Yeah, see, the Disruptors are enough to hold this. The entire Golden Armada also showed up to assist with that defense, so it's cool. Everything's fine. Broodlords haven't really been given much work to do, and there's Tempests on the way. Additional Stargates here, too, so I'm leaning... I mean, just leaning into this Sky Toss heavily. There's 10 Stalkers and 2 Disruptors and 2 High Templar on the ground and a couple Zealots. Not the biggest, most robust ground army I've ever seen, but, you know, Sky Toss is pretty good. Ultralisk Cavern coming in here too. Mothership majestically doing mothership things, which means cloaking her family amongst her cloaking folds. Neural Parasites on the way. Chitinous Plating getting started up here too from Serral. Yeah, this is turning into, you know, pretty solid late game PvZ stuff. Pretty normal, I'd say. Oh, also quick plug for my cheese compilation, which not super watched by most of you. That's fine. I'm okay with it. But there are some really, really good games in there. Oh, poor Pro gets fungled. Up, sniped. Yeah, Stalkers, man. They trade pretty well against Roaches. Once they have Blink and once they have upgrades, they do bonus versus armored, which Roaches are. Like, that armored tag that Roaches have just make them die to so many things. Marauders eat them. Immortals eat them. Stalkers eat them. Void Rays eat them. Just Roaches are not a good unit. They're fine against Zealots, which is why we have them here. I'm like, I don't know. They're pretty good at killing High Templar, but everything's good at killing High Templar, so la-di-da. Ling Roach coming into this right side attempt for trap. Oh, he's just back at the Rich Vespine Geyser base trying to harass it down a little bit. More Lings this time to deal with the Stalkers. That's the answer to those Stalkers, is those Zerglings, and that is just, they eat Lings for lunch. Or Stalkers for lunch, yes. Top left base attempted from Serral, does not happen. But he's got this one down here at the 5 o'clock he's trying to get to. Zelnaga Watchtower is mine, says Trap. That's not how Trap talks, but it'd be kind of cool if he did, right? It'd be cool if there was a StarCraft 2 player who, like, sounded like a Decepticon. Just, you know, just trying to sound directly evil. Recalls to defend this base. I don't know if that was necessary, but the energy was available. I'm fairly sure Serral was not going to win that engagement anyway. And then, aha! We've trapped you between a rock and... Okay, so these roaches are all dead. Goodbye, roaches. We'll see you later. Ugh, Disruptor saves itself with a beautiful Purification Nova. Lings are up. They have adrenal glands. They've got +2 attack. They're going for the easy kill, which is this pylon and the probes. Can't get the pylon. Did get a couple probes. 5 of them went down. Ground army just kind of wandering around a bit until the Broodlords show up, and like, we don't have enough Linkstalkers for that. Let's back ourselves on out. How's about? Sounds good. Serral retaking the top left for the, well, attempting to take the top left for the 2nd time today. And trying to take the Rich Vespine Geyser base, but that support's canceled from Trap. Boom, boom. Ugh. Purification Nova's connecting. As they do. Top left. Void Rays. Yeah, gone. Doesn't even cancel that hatch. This army wants to sneak into this 5 o'clock and kill it. I can feel it. They're playing a little defensively, but they also want to move in. Zerglings. Oh, they could. Oh, canceling an upgrade would be nice. And they are. They're going to cancel +3 air, which is fan-freaking-tastic. You can't shield battery overcharge through adrenal cracklings. No, you can't. Gonna kill that. Sure. Try to kill the shield battery. No, run. There's Void Rays. Get out of there. Void Rays are not particularly great at killing Lings, but you know what? Lings are squishy enough. They just die anyway. Void Ray damage is good enough that way. So that was a nice run by. Denying upgrades is good, because look, +3 flyer is on the way from Serral, too. Lings doing this late game crackling stuff. I like it. Oh, they do have full upgrades now, too. They are full-on cracklings. Let's try to take out a few of these probes. Ah! Big Baneling crash in. It gets rid of some of those cannons. But Trap's army is here. The Stalker army wanders into a few Spine Crawlers. Doesn't even really particularly micro-roll that much, so Trap trying to free up some supply by killing as much as he can with these Stalkers. Parasitic Bomb. There it is. On the Void Rays, they back out into some shield batteries to heal them right up. And top left base belongs to Trap. And the bottom right base belongs to Trap. Broodlords trying to harass this little 11 o'clock base of Traps. If the army shows up, the Broodlords are dead, so they got to pull back to the safety of Creep, the relative safety of Creep here, with a Spore Forest and Queens and whatnot. Revelation tossed down to see where the Broodlords are. They're going to do some more harassing in the top left. There is a small Ling Bane army that might be able to deal with this, but High Templar are... Oh my gosh. The readiness of Trap. That was super good. Yeah, Broodlord's making sure these cannons are not powered at the very least. They couldn't kill the base, but whatever. It's cool. There we go. Recalling in. Such a fun animation, the recall on Le Mothership. Le Madre. In Spanish is mother. Okay, so DT's coming in to try to snipe this base, but there's Queens here? But also there's nothing really to deal with his army down here to the south that he recalled in this location. And Trap is going for it, baby. Lings are like, okay, take the advantage. The army's not at the 12 o'clock anymore. Kill as many probes as you can, and that seems to be about 3 at this stage. That's fine. 2 bases for Serral go down extremely quickly, and I really need a zoom level between this and this, but there isn't one. You literally have to be either here where you can get some nice zoom levels or here where there are no zoom levels available. There's nothing between these two. Whatever, it's fine. It's just that one is too zoomed out, I feel like. Whatever. Zerglings. Is this our original Oracle? I don't think it is. I'm going to go with no. Original Oracle, dead. Yeah, Rogue is dead. Sorry, Rogue. Rest in peace, man. It's only one, though. Top left base dying, too. So, all right. Couple bases dying. Both players given as good as they get right here. Zealot's not really great against Ling Queen. As it turns out, Trap's like, all right. Into another Spore Crawler Force where there's no spellcasters all over the place. Nope. Nope. Back it out. Back it out. And 11 o'clock base for Trap dies too. So 2 bases die for 2 bases dying. I don't know why this got canceled exactly, except that the army's over this way now too. So Trap has the bottom left. Income tab looks like this. Hugely favoring Trap because he does have these 2 newer sources of income. I guess Serral's oversaturating this base. That doesn't help him a whole lot, but, you know, mining this out fast is good because defending it sucks. In all reasonable points. Serral's got a bigger bank by a couple thousand minerals and gas each, which is pretty good. So we kind of split the map in half down the middle. Left side is now Serral's, right side is now Trap's, intriguingly enough. And yeah, Trap expanding to where Serral was a minute ago. Establishing this bottom right while Serral takes the top left. All right, we're just kind of swapping a little bit. It's fine. But yeah, hit that like button if you're enjoying this match so far. This has been pretty good. Tempest can just kind of snipe from wherever they want. That's not true. Small Archon DT setup here. And no. Poor DT. That is how a lot of units in StarCraft die, is fully surrounded by Zerglings. Oh, okay. Neural Parasite the Archons and then murder them while they can't defend themselves at all. Neural Parasite, pretty good. A pretty good spell. And recall. Recall. And Serral can't take no. The 11 o'clock is mine, says Trap. It's all mine. We're not going to mine out 2,000 atmospheres, are we? That's not possible. I mean, it is. It's just unlikely. Many things are possible that are unlikely. I do like the sound design for the Disruptor. Sucks playing against him, but it kind of reminds me of R2-D2 a little bit. Oh, recalls into... Oh, is that a feint? He's like, oh yeah, I'm going to attack that base. Force you to recall into it. No, wait! We just recalled right on top of the Spore Crawler Forest. Crap. Alright, man. Kills all the spores. A lot of drones are going to die here, too, because they're transferring. The army comes in to try to deal with this. And this is going to force an engagement for sure. Corruptors are ready to take down Tempest. Basically one-shotting them, taking some hits, though. Fungal and Parasitic Bomb getting tossed down on these Void Rays, which is not great for the Void Rays, and they are all going to die. And once the Void Rays are gone, that's it for the Carriers and the Tempest, and Trap may be overextended there a bit. I mean, Trap is rebuilding. He's making 12 Void Rays at a time. Serral's rebuilding here, too, with Ultralisks, intriguingly enough. And yeah, Trap loses his entire Skytoss army. Too deep. Way too deep. Oh my, don't throw these units away, Trap. You need them. All right, well, he's throwing them into Broodlord Spinecrawler, which is a pretty bad setup to try to walk into if you're a Zealot, actually. So yeah, Trap doing what is fairly common in this situation when they lose their entire army is just make a ton of Void Rays. Because they build very quickly, and they're usually good at what's left over for the army for the Zerg, which is Broodlords and Corruptors. So this is... Oh no, he didn't really lose a lot. It was a decent attack. How many drones have died today? 35, 21 probes have gone down. Income is creeping back into Serral's side. It's more of a diagonal split now than a top-to-bottom style left-to-right split. I guess the line goes top to bottom, but the split is not top to bottom. You know what I'm talking about, don't you know? So yeah, I don't know. I think PvZ is a pretty good matchup. Pretty even matchup these days. I know there's a lot of things I complain about because I'm lower level, and a lot of lower level Protoss complain about because they're lower level, but at the professional level, it's like, I don't know. We don't see Zerg winning 4-0 sweeps against Protoss. We don't see Protoss winning 4-0 sweeps against Zerg. It's like 5-game series, 6-game series, 7-game series, you know? Seems pretty balanced, all things considered. Do I think Void Rays are a little bit overpowered? Yeah. But obviously not so overpowered that Serral just can't handle them. And until there's something that Serral can't handle, I'm not really going to complain, you know? World champion, foreigner, hope, Serral, you know? Serral still has that bigger bank by about 2 to 3,000, but free queens are free queens. And maybe don't extend to the edge of the creep that far, guys. I know you're trying to spread creep, probably, but whatever. Ah, big Baneling attack into this base at the 12 o'clock. Some Lings and Ultras are here, maybe trying to force a recall into this location. Stalkers think they can handle it, and they can. There's only 2 Ultralisks. As we mentioned previously, Stalkers do bonus damage to armored units, which Ultralisks are. Being armored is really, you'd think it'd be a good thing. You're like, ah, I'm an armored unit. Hooray. But it just means you take bonus damage from a ton of enemy units. Doesn't help you as much as you want it to. All right, Ling's Ultras coming into that 12 o'clock again. The Stalkers were dealt with. Gonna warp in a huge group of Stalkers again, but Lings are chewing down on him, and the 12 o'clock gets abandoned. So Trap loses this. Loses a good number of probes here, too, but maybe that's good for him to get a bigger army. Dude, are we gonna mine out 2,000 atmospheres? Are we seriously trying that? We are. We're trying hard. This 6 o'clock base and the 12 o'clock base are the ones that are... Well, I guess the corners are still getting mined out here, too, but we're under 1,000 minerals for most of these patches. Making progress on them. Ba-dum-bum. Ba-dum-bum. Bum-bum. Ba-dum-bum. Disruptors killing... Oh, do they kill themselves? You can't kill yourself with your own Purification Nova, but you can kill a friendly disruptor with your own Purification Nova. I wonder if that's what happened there. It's hard to tell who owns a Nova. Exactly. Fungal gets tossed down. He really doesn't want to throw down a neural parasite. Because then you're, you know, get feedback and whatnot. The Ultralisks are here to tank a little bit. Alright, Mothership dies. Oh, no, dies. Tried to recall out. Couldn't happen. Worth a shot. Army value 151 to 141. And yeah, not replacing those probes. Gosh, Serral trying to expand up this way. The Void Rays are shutting that down. This game is getting an epic tag. I cannot... Man, this has been one heck of a back and forth. Both players have lost 30 to 40,000 resources already. They've still got banks to roll with. This has been a very good cat and mouse style match. 12 o'clock getting retaken by Trap. There is not anything here, man. I don't think this is worth it for you. Yeah, no. There's maybe 800 minerals. Maybe 1,000 minerals here, maybe. And 2 ghasts. So... don't like it. Oh, actually, Serral did end up saving this 11 o'clock position with the queens. Makes sense. Tempest trying to make sure this base never actually happens. Burrowed Infester. Sneaky, sneaky. Oh, bam. Fungal run. And now the Corruptors. Oh, okay. All right. Abducting Tempest into your Corruptor ball. Very nice. Good trades there. Losing a few drones. Losing a base. Losing a couple of Infestors there. It's not free. Look, abduct into a ball of Corruptors is theoretically in a vacuum free. But to get close enough to do it, you got to take hits from Tempests and from Void Rays and from Carriers, and you're going to lose something. It's very rare that it is just truly a free action, as Some people state that it is, because again, not in a vacuum. Oh, another couple carriers die. Once again, it's very good, Abductors. Void Ray is sneaking around from the top side. Okay, gonna snipe off a few more of these drones. 43 drones have died, 41 probes have gone down, and bam. Insta-snipe on that hatch. Not insta-snipe, but it was like, what, 3 seconds? 1,000, 2, 1,000, 3, 1,000? Yeah. Yeah. That's what I'm here for. 30-minute ZVP, y'all. Oh, probe down. Another probe dies to 42. This hatchery dies again. So Trap has killed 9 hatcheries today. He's lost 3 Nexuses, but the hatchery to Nexus death count is really favoring Protoss right now. But Trap has really been squished onto the right side of the map, hasn't he? Yes, he has. There are still minerals in the natural base for Trap. He's got about, oh wow, like 1,500 minerals there. That's not bad at all. Might as well grab them while you can, is what I say. Yeah, this is even Steven. Army value 156 to 155. Income is favoring Trap, but I think that income tabs will become obsolete here fairly soon as these mineral patches do mine out pretty hard. I don't know, man. Could Trap end up taking the 6 o'clock base? The number of bases that have been repossessed by the enemy in this game is super high. That is part of what makes it an exciting game. If players are really fighting hard to get as many resources as they can, because they know they'll need every scrap of mineral and every molecule of Vespine gas. Oh, found a carrier transferring to the army, killed it. Buddy's still alive, though. That's nice, I guess. My gosh, another Void Ray snipe for the 10th hatch kill of the day. Wait. 10th hatch kill of the day. Then they recall out. It's good. It's all good. Dude, is Trap going to win this thing through sheer hatchery killation? Killation is not a word. He's pushing through this spore forest. And then he's like, nah, there's Broodlords here. There's a ton of Corruptors. Probably another dead mothership. Yeah, there it goes. Oh my gosh, she made it out alive. Woo! 47 HP on her. Army value, Trap keeping his. And actually, Serral having to pull back a little bit right now, storming the Broodlords a bit to weaken them up, soften them for future attacks. Corruptors coming in from the top. They do want the mothership. They do get her. But the Void Ray count relatively high. Prismatic alignment is up, which means he can't really connect except Prismatic. Oh boy. Parasitic Bomb doing a great job making to these Void Rays. And then, as we always say, once the Void Rays are dead, everybody else dies. Especially if there aren't any Archons on the ground, which there aren't any. And Corruptors are just so good against both Tempests and Carriers. Although, are they going to fall back safely to some extent? Yeah. They don't lose everyone because there are shield batteries here and some cannons to fall back to. Dude, this is insane. This is a great game from Pig. Be sure to check him out, please. On YouTube and on Twitch. If you go to Twitch at all, I know a lot of YouTubers don't. And vice versa. Anyway, if you like Arcane and you've already watched it, the Arcane subreddit has a lot of great theories and detail noticing. Alright, so Broodlords chewing through Trap's 5 o'clock position. Jump. Broodlings take down the Nexus. Okay. Alright, but guess who's coming back in to kill Serral's hatchery at the 11 o'clock for the 17th time today, quite possibly. It's Trap. Oh, the fungal on the Void Rays is pretty good. He does like an emergency recall out of there. Because heaven forbid Protoss overextend. And, you know, be forced to lose everything every once in a while. I guess it does happen every once in a while. So we're both maxed out, but look at the gas that Serral has. 4,000 gas to 200 gas. That's a big advantage here, but if you don't have any minerals, the gas in the world isn't going to do you any good, right? Trap is not actually going to retake this base, which I guess I understand. There's some pretty puny mineral patches there, and Serral's not being allowed to get the 6 o'clock either. This is interesting. Serral just doing some pre-base race stuff here. He's like, this is not helping Trap at all. I guess that warp gate probably is. This Nexus isn't doing anything for him. No reason to lose units on it. I have air support now. Now I can kill your Nexus. So that was kind of a meaningless Nexus kill, but it's still 5. It's 11 hatcheries down. The 5 Nexuses do. The Brewlords are a little bit exposed here. They're fleeing top left as fast as they can. We're gonna base race. Maybe a base trade. Rotoran dies. Not sure that matters. And the army comes back because Corruptors are just fast. Who needs recall when you're just fast? That's my question for you. Yeah, we're just taking little nibbles at each other. The Greater Spire dies. That sucks. And the other Spire dies. Oh, the other Spire stays alive. Gotta engage with this army real quick. Hang on. Oh, Void Rays away from the pack are easily sniped by Corruptors. It's like hyenas. They find animals on the savannah away from the pack and pick them off when they're far away. The Ultralisks killing what they can, but also getting obliterated fairly quickly. Another carrier goes down. Fungal Parasite. We're going to call it Fungal Parasite. When it's both of the greens being used here, I can't even complain about who wins this game. I think it's just been extremely well played by both. It's pretty close to even. Brood Lords dealing with that ground army. Okay, High Templar getting sniped down real nicely. Another recall comes in and leaves the parasitic bomb behind. Zealots at Serral's 11 o'clock, though. I think that's entirely Serral's income. That's all that he has. The income tab is going to skyrocket. Yep, up into Trap's favor now with that. Not that he has a ton going either, but it's more than 0. Dude, that Zealot attack of Traps while that was happening is huge. If he wins this game, that's going to be a big part of it. These Zealots are fighting Broodlings, which is an extremely useless thing to do. Do not recommend ever fighting Broodlings, whoever you happen to be. There's a Zealot all the way down in Serral's main somehow. Very, very mysteriously. Infestation Pit coming in from Serral. Dude, Serral needs this. If Serral's going to win this game, it's because he retook his 11 o'clock for the 37th time. But he's long distance mining. That counts. That counts as income. That is not 0. That is a greater than 0 amount of income. I think the 2 bases with the most minerals left are 6 o'clock and 11 o'clock. Because they've just been fought over so ferociously from both of these dudes. Yeah, man. Trap Serral, it very well could be a Katowice Grand Finals matchup. These two players are excellent and very, very knowledgeable about each other. They're probably favorites in any game they play, if not just an even count, right, against anyone. Trap's only at 131 supply. This is crazy. Once again, Serral doing some pre-base race maneuvers here. This does not bode well for Trap. Usually if your player is just kind of hanging out... Wait, where are his carriers and stuff? When did he lose all of his Void Rays? Oh, my bad. Back it up a little bit. I must have known when the Void Rays all died, because he recalled those out, and I was like, they're safe. They're totally safe. If they're dead, that's it. It's GG. Oh my gosh, it was a while ago. What? Oh, wow. There were only 2 in this group. Oh, all right. Well, I was really distracted by the Zealot attack. Did not notice it's 170 to 117 supply. So yeah, I think that was just the killing blow. I think Serral's being very careful with it. But I think Trap doesn't have the economy to really keep up. Although Serral's income is not good either. My gosh, he's down to 20 minerals in the bank. Alright, so this is happening. Yada, 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 yada. And he brings his Tempest up and his Carriers up. But I mean, look at this. Army value, 169 to 117. And you don't have anything to deal with the Corruptors, and too much of your army dies to Corruptors. Alright, Trap. Good game, man. Really nice effort. I'm super impressed by this. But there's just not a path forward. If Trap wins this thing, I'm gonna eat my hat. I do not see how he could do it. Trap's hiding in the corner. He's got his army stacked up here. Is he going to successfully long-distance mine these minerals out? Which would be hilarious. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Ground army arriving to go. Oh, a single zealot. Wait, just kidding. We overreacted. No, we are leaving because of a single zealot, I guess. Fair enough. Serral, okay, this income's back. Zerg monies is here. Trap tried to sneak it, right? He's like, please don't. Oh, man, they found us. Oh, man, they found us. I don't know how, but they found us. Recall's enough to save a couple of units. What is... man. Yeah, so Corruptors kill everything in the air. Broodlords kill everything on the ground. I don't think we even need Spellcasters for this, for Serral to win this thing. That's GG! Serral is your winner in 41 minutes and 34 seconds. Yeah, the key here, obviously, as I talked about earlier, is the concept that the Void Ray is what's most important. Who is still in the game? The Void Ray is the most important thing for the Skytoss composition. If you don't have any Void Rays, Corruptors come murder you. Sure, you can maybe rely on Archons or Storm to deal with the Corruptors, but those are not great answers. Void Rays are the most useful and most consistently good units that you have there. So if the Void Rays are dead, that's GG. So, man. Trap killed 14 hatcheries today. And 61 drones and only 3 Broodlords. That's surprising. Serral kept his Broodlords alive exceptionally well today. Good skill there. 47 Void Rays died. 28 Infestors went down. 49 Corruptors. So about a 1-to-1 ratio for Void Ray to Corruptor, which... I don't know, something symbolic there, I guess. 4 motherships went down, as is tradition. Yeah, just a bloodbath. 82,000 resources lost for Trap is such a big number, and 63 for Serral. When 63 looks low, you know it's a great match. And it is. So GG. Well played by Serral. He gets the win, but it was hard fought. It is a hard fought win. And that's about all you can expect in these matches. Is even if you lose, if you can make your opponent work for it, you're going to be happy, right? I think that's a happier feeling. Losing sucks, I get it. But if you can make your opponent work for it, it's better. It's a better thing. All right, cool. So that right there is going to be it for me today. This has been Falcon Paladin coming at you with yet another edition of StarCraft 2 Legacy of the Void and an epic Sunday cast. Go ahead, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button if you like what you saw and what you heard today. You can also catch me on Twitter, Facebook, Patreon, and Twitch, all at /Falcon Paladin. And until next time, as always, thank you so much for watching, and you take care of yourself.